Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 6 tools you could use today to create printables. So if you want to learn more about these tools, make sure that you watch all the way till the end. Now, if this is your first time visiting my YouTube channel and you want to learn how to grow an impactful online business, don't forget to subscribe today. Also, for those of you that are interested in making passive income selling art printables, my art printables Etsy course is finally open. So if you're interested in enrolling, I will leave the link below. And don't forget to like and comment on this video. So let's go ahead and dive in. So normally when I create a video about printables, I always talk about Canva. And I got a couple requests from some of my subscribers asking me that they don't really care for Canva and if I have additional resources that I could share. So I wanted to share with you guys 6 tools that I have used prior or still using to create printables and use for my everyday business that I recommend for you guys to use. Now, Canva is my number one tool that I always recommend because it's stress-free, is tech-free, is very easy to use. And for those of us that are not tech savvy, Canva is the perfect place for you. But there are additional tools that you could use. Some do have a learning curve, some don't. Some are pretty simple to use. So it just depends on where you at and which tool you gravitate towards. I think all of these tools are awesome. Some have more features than other, of course, but it just really depends on your level of expertise and what you prefer to use, basically. But I do recommend Canva. So therefore, if you have not checked them out, I highly recommend creating a free account and seeing what they're all about. The second tool that I recommend is PicMonkey. And with PicMonkey Editor, you're able to go in there and you're able to create printables plus much more. There's so many things you could do with them. As you guys can see, they have over 6,000 graphic and texture designs, over 100 fonts to use, over 1,000 design templates. Just make sure that when you are creating printables on any of these platforms, especially the ones that provide fonts and provide graphics or textures or elements, make sure that you're reading the use of terms or terms of use to make sure that you could use those for your printables. That's the only thing I recommend. I'm always reading, also for the fonts as well, because if you use something that you're not allowed to and you start making money from it, you could get in trouble. So just keep that in mind. But I do like PicMonkey. They have great resources and tools. So you could do like a free trial and try them out. Now, the third one is a little bit different. A lot of people don't know this, but you could use Microsoft Word and you could use Microsoft Excel to create templates that you could sell or printables that you could sell on Etsy. I personally have used WordPress to create printables because you're able to attach pictures to it. And I have used Excel to create templates like planners, like digital planners. I have used Excel for that. So, and I also use Excel to do calendars that I sell on my printable stores. So just keep that in mind. It's just being creative, but you could use both or one or the other. WordPress will be more like for anything that you want to do. Excel is more for if you need to do more like planner style. Excel does a really, really great job with that. So these 2 tools are really, really great. And the cost is very cheap. I pay about, I want to say $10 a month to have access to Office 365, which is all the tools. So it's not that bad. Another tool that you could use, this is another one, is my favorite tool. This one does have a learning curve, which is Adobe Photoshop. With Adobe Photoshop, you pretty much could do anything with it as long as you know how to use it correctly. That's why I like it. It's so flexible. So this is another one that you can start learning how to use, but just keep in mind it does have a learning curve. I think with Word and Excel, is more figuring out how to use it. So that part might get you a little frustrated trying to, where do I insert the photo? How do I make sure it's in line with the text? How do I push it back below the text? So like figuring out little things like that. But once you have the hang of it, it becomes easier. So just keep that in mind. And then the next tool is Inkscape. And Inkscape, it lets you, if you're like an illustrator or you know how to draw, you're able to do that as well, which is really, really cool. This one I used to use, but then I stopped using it only because I'm not the biggest illustrator. Like I can't really draw, to be quite honest. I try to do a couple projects that came out okay, but if you are an illustrator, you know how to draw really well, this is a really good resource for you. But these are my 6 tools that I would recommend anyone out there that is starting to think about printables and where to create or how to create printables and what tools you need to create printables. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below with your questions and I'll be more than happy to answer them. And thank you guys for watching.